bang bang, comedy 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 bang bang.
All right, let's pick another random year out of the
the bowl of years.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go back now to a year. Okay, I imagine you would just be starting out, and it would be
1988.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Sorry, Patton.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
This isn't Millie's Diner, is it?
No, sorry.
Who is this? Is this a friend of yours, Patton?
No, I thought he was.
I'm looking for Millie's Diner, gentlemen. I'm sorry. Is there a cake? No. Where are we?
You're in a. Scott, tell him.
This is Earwolf Studios. Our new studio. We are.
Do you have cake?
In the. I'm just gonna answer for you, Scott. I'm gonna assume no. It's a recording studio.
Oh boy, this is embarrassing. Jesus, I got the wrong.
You all right?
You all right, man?
Directions.
Where? I'm sorry, sir. What are you trying to find? Millie's, you say?
Yes, I
have no idea where that is.
I don't. I mean, isn't there a Millie's down in Silver Lake? But we're not anywhere near that.
Yeah, we're in the heart of Hollywood, sir.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow. Sir. Okay.
Wow. Can you grab this roll of flab here? Just let me put it over here, guys. I'm gonna lay my cards on the table here. You mind if I sit?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Careful. Wow. God.
I'm a diner marshal, and
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I'm a diner marshal, and I'm stationed in any diner in the country that might have terrorist activity. And
wait. Hold back up here for a second. You're a diner. I've heard of a Dustin Marshall, but a diner marshal.
Have you heard of air marshals?
Oh, an air.
Like on an
marshal?
airplane. Like they go on planes undercover.
We look for the bastards who are trying to take us down. And there's also bastards in diners. You know, we're looking for different terrorists. And so I've been, I'm one of three guys stationed across the country looking for Taliban, etc., in diners. And
hey, I'm sorry, but it's okay. If you want to just lean back there. Is there a lot of terrorist activity in diners? Because I haven't read about this. I know there's like chatter
Sir,
on the.
Could you please try not to do that right into the microphone?
Okay, yeah.
We're recording a show right here.
Are you?
Yeah.
This is a program. It's a podcast. This is a studio where we record podcasts, and so this thing you're talking into is a microphone, and it amplifies these disgusting noises you're making.
I'm sorry, my daughter turns me on to podcast.
No, let him finish, Scott.
Sorry.
God, you jump in like
that's
that.
what you guys are like.
Well,
no, I know. I've heard about your quick wits and stuff.
Wait, you've heard of the show?
Went through my daughter. She keeps me, I'm sorry. Since I've been stationed at diners, I've gained about 650 pounds.
I didn't want to say anything, but you seem to be like 800 pounds.
Yeah,
I'm 950.
Whoa!
So you were a 200-pound man?
I was a 200-pound man, but still active. And then I got this gig as a diner marshal, and I've been eating. I love the food, but it's so heavy.
I don't understand. What kind of threats do terrorists hold in a diner?
Well, that's the thing. Terrorists have to eat, etc., and they're not. So they come to. We think, and by we I mean the U.S. government.
Oh, okay.
Thinks that they must come into diners. We have not had any incidents yet.
Because they don't get a lot of home-cooked meals?
Why specifically would they go to diners? I mean, there's so many different kinds of restaurants.
Don't you love the camaraderie? You sit, you read a paper. You sit and you read a paper, and they also
do the crossword puzzle.
They're at it.
Well,
they do the puzzles
on a Monday. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. The papers.
Yeah, you weren't in the room earlier, so
Yeah.
you would have no idea
Sorry.
what we're talking about.
But what was the initial? Was there ever an initial threat that made the government say, "Okay, we've got it"? Because you keep saying you're stationed. So
Yeah, I never heard about any kind of attack at diners or...
Well, have you heard of the term, oh, God, vigilance?
Well, yeah, of course. You're
Right. Well, we want to just be vigilant, and we think that Al-Qaeda may strike, or whatever, now Taliban, just, all those
You don't even really know the
not
technical
really
term
sure
for...
anymore.
thingies.
Thing. Oh, okay.
We
Wait,
call them
you weren't in that room.
No, but
okay.
it's a thing. Everyone gets
terrorist
older.
thingies, and
Terrorist
cells. I'm sorry, I always forget cells because I mix it up. My daughter, she tells me about cells. But anyway,
Your daughter has a lot of varied interests.
Yeah, she seems to be
Podcasts,
pretty on
cells,
top of
cell
stuff.
phones. But anyway,
Okay.
so the government was thinking, hey, they're going to stop in and they're going to get food and because a lot of they run specials every day, and who doesn't love that kind of thing? Like they'll have
Save a
one
little
day.
money.
Yes, now you're thinking like a government agent.
Okay,
Or like a terrorist.
or like a terrorist, but and I don't want to make generalizations. If a lot of these guys,
You look familiar, by the way.
This is Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
He's a...
Weren't you the voice of one of the cars
well,
on Pixar's?
Mater.
No, I was not made. That was another comedian. I was the voice of the rat in Ratatouille, which is about the rat that likes all the food and.
That dovetails into what I'm talking about. We're about food, and
No, but are you specifically about food? I mean, you just said vigilance, but now you're eating all this food.
you see, that's the problem. I now am sick of all this food. Like I have a lot of problems now because
That's what I was going to say.
Putting on the weight, but I still love the shakes, and I still love.
It looks like you
Wednesdays.
have the shakes. Do you have like diabetes or something?
Now I do.
Yeah, 'cause
Now
those are.
I do.
I'm just saying because I know because my grandfather. Those are diabetic socks you have on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see those.
Everything is diabetic. These are diabetic pants. I have diabetic T-shirts now, and my gun that I killed people with, the terrorists, is a diabetic gun, which means when I pull the trigger, I get an injection of insulin.
Little insulin injection.
Into
So it's
my-
like a little incentive to pull the trigger.
It keeps me alive. So I'll just shoot it into the ceiling because we have not had any Taliban or whatever you call these other people
Right.
who storm. They're trying to storm the palace, a metaphor.
Okay, but now if you're, how long is a shift? If you're stationed in a diner,
24 hours.
you're there 24 hours.
Well,
but,
diners are open 24
well,
hours.
I know
That's-
that, but I mean,
thank you.
You would think they would
Thank
have
you.
different teams of guys that would go in. That's
There's only 3 of us, and we have to cover the whole nation. You know,
Oh, my
I
Lord.
gained 100 pounds in a diner in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
just in
Oh,
the
I
one
bet.
diner.
Yes,
The
and
cheeseheads.
and there was not even a hint of Taliban. Not even a hint. Or the other people, the Afghanis. I don't know who they are.
Has anyone ever seen any hint of Taliban?
There was this one incident where I was in northern, I think Maine it was, and a beautiful diner. They served nothing but fried fish. And then it
I
was...
bet it's fresh, too.
Yeah, I mean, if it's in Maine.
Yes. I'm sorry, I get hyperventilating when I think of that
Oh,
fish.
your neck got really red there. That was weird.
Yeah. Can you just shoot the gun into my neck?
No.
That's a little joke. But there's 3 of us, and we have to cover the whole country. And we thought there might have been a Taliban one time in this northern Maine diner.
Okay, then what led you to believe? What information were you acting on that you're like, okay, there is a Taliban in this diner in North Maine? What was the thing that made you go, we got to go there because?
Because we have a central office.
Okay.
And that central office is located at the southern tip of the United States, Tampa. And we get all kinds of tips. And the tips are...
Is that why it's located at the southern tip?
Oh, Scott, please. Please.
God, you guys... I
He's
guess that's
become-
what you do, mental gymnastics.
Yeah.
Well,
It
your
is,
daughter
but-
probably talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your daughter's going to love this.
This is what you call the podcast, huh?
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
yeah.
yeah.
You're
is terrific.
podcasting.
So you got a tip.
Yeah, we
in
got
the
a
center.
tip. We got a tip from our...
Oh, you sounded like someone else there for a second.
He got excited. I mean, this is his job, Scott.
I don't like this friend I have.
Yeah,
Anyway, go ahead.
I get electrical jolts also sent through me from Central.
Oh, wow.
Well, because all of us are up to like 900, 950 pounds, and we all have to have electricity sent through us just to kind of keep the blood going.
It's a very sedentary life.
Yeah.
You've been to diners, right?
Sure,
Yeah.
we all have. I can't say that there would be anyone in the United States who has not been to a diner at least once.
Even a visiting terrorist would, especially one that wants to blend in. Is that
They
the
must
thinking?
be. You know what I'm starting to realize? Anyway, the tip was from a guy named Billy, and he said he thinks that somebody is coming into this particular diner. And he turns out to be just a local lunatic. And we get a lot of that in this kind of business. You guys must get that. Do you get followed by
Like local lunatics wandering in and
Yes. Yes.
yeah, we get that occasionally. What
But now, when you're sitting there, do you have to eat the whole time? Can't you just have a breakfast, a lunch, and a
No,
dinner?
that's the thing. That's the thing is that if you are not eating, these bastards who are trying to take us down and destroy our way of life, they're going to see that and go, hold it, this guy isn't eating, and he's got a gun in front of him. I always put my gun now in front of me.
Wait,
I would say that would be the
that's
tip off
a
more
really
than the not
huge tip off.
Hey, I didn't want to do that, but when I first started, I was able to reach for it, and now I got to have it right there.
Yeah.
But I
eat
talked-
with the gun, actually.
What?
Wait, like as a utensil?
You use it as
Kinda. I pick things up.
With-
you could jab at mashed potatoes and it sticks on the end of the gun.
that would just seem. I'm sorry. That seems very dangerous.
It is.
So you're.
It is.
You're literally
Very
putting
dangerous.
a gun in your mouth 30 times in a row to have
I
mashed
can't
potatoes.
reach for anything
Is
anymore.
the safety on or
The safety is on, but like everything in life, sometimes you forget.
I'm just saying. I met an air marshal once, and he was.
Those
very,
are my brothers.
Oh yes. Well, obviously you guys. But he
did you
was.
try to give him the paper?
I did no. I did not try to give him the paper.
What are you talking? Must be what you guys call a callback. Huh?
Yeah, that's,
How do you know the
Did your-
term?
did your
My daughter tells.
about the-
She says, "Watch for callbacks if you ever happen to wander
Wait,
into a podcast."
Wait a minute, did she
Yeah.
tip you off to this show?
No,
Is that-
not at all. Not at all.
That seems an odd contingency to prep
Well,
you for.
she is a very thorough daughter. Like, she knows that I don't get out much besides these diners. So every day she'll go over 10 things with me. And luckily one of them was, if you happen to wander into a podcast.
Well, talk about your air marshal story. You met an air marshal, and what happened?
Well, I'm just saying that he said there are 3 gun rigs that an air marshal can have. You can have the shoulder holster, you can have an ankle holster, which he told me they said you guys couldn't use them anymore because you're not supposed to take your eye off the target to go get the gun. So now they all wear something, and I'm not making this up. I'm sure you can confirm this.
Is this secret information?
No,
that we're not
he was.
supposed to-
It's a
He
thing
shouldn't
that
have
exists.
told you this. I
Is
don't
this
think.
celebrity information? Like, I'll tell a celebrity, but the public
I don't think he
isn't
thought I
supposed
was
to
a
know?
celebrity.
Was
but
he tipsy, drinking? Was it a bar?
No, we were on a plane. He sat next to me and was talking. And there's a rig called Thunder Pants, and it is a
Yes,
holster built
yes.
into and it
Built into what?
into the underwear, the front of the underwear, and you just kind of lift your shirt up and take the gun out.
It also gets you a lot of girls because you look, when you have that in the front, a lot of the girls will be like,
Oh, he's got a
you
gun in
feel like
his...
you're speaking from experience. I mean, is there a lot of temptation in this job? Like if you're
There used to be.
What happened? Dried up?
Well, for me now, I think they look at me and go, Jesus Christ, this is just a ball of horrific humanity. I mean, how do you pick up a girl at 9:50? You know, when you're jabbing, they see mashed potatoes at the end of a gun. They're not going to be like, let's go out to the theater or let's, draw. Whatever people do now, they draw. I don't know.
I don't know about
Wait, draw
drawing.
what?
What? I thought people, if you're attracted to someone, you go, hey, you want to draw something? I don't know. I haven't been out on
Draw
a
each
date.
other?
Yeah,
Just draw. I used to love to draw.
were there hookups early on in the post? I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know about the quality of.
Are you married? I mean, we haven't talked about that. You have a daughter.
You have a
but,
daughter.
Yes, I have a daughter. My wife left me when I hit 690.
She stayed all the way up to there.
Wow.
She
that's-
stayed up to. She actually
what a good
made,
woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she made a chart and she said, when you go past 690, I'm leaving. And I didn't
One
want to
number
go.
on that chart?
Yes, and I didn't want to go past 690, but they have specials at these places.
Yeah.
and they're terrific. You know?
Did you have the chart with you when you were having what was the bite of food? You're like, you know what? I'm going over. I'm crossing the line. Do you remember the moment?
Yes, I think it was just a very light custard, and I didn't think I would go over the number because it was light. But you know what put me over? They put goddamn whipped cream on.
Oh, yeah. That's the secret thing that a lot of people don't think about. When they say whipped cream, you always say no.
Oh, really? I said yes because I just love the looks of it.
Are you on the honor system where you immediately called your wife and said, what's her name?
Immediately.
He's a government agent. I mean, he's dedicated.
Yeah,
and
Joanne.
And you said Joanne looks like...
Joanne, I'm 690.3, whatever I was, because she gives me a little scale to weigh myself, and I just put myself on it, and...
yeah.
I was 693.
Yeah, what did she say?
She said, goodbye, Al. Goodbye.
Oh, that's your name, Al.
Is that your real name? Can you use your real name, or is that?
I really can't use my real name. Let's call me Al for purposes of your show.
And a great Paul Simon song. So,
for the purposes of our show, what should your last name be? Just
Stevens, I guess.
Okay,
Al
great.
Stevens sounds good.
And what is your real last name?
Bob Johnson is my whole name.
Scott.
Jesus, I fell. God.
Yeah.
Are you now? How
you guys are quick, you know.
I maybe you don't know this. This is happening. We're kind of seeing this, but sometimes when you blink, you blink for like it looks like 6 or 7 seconds. Are there like sleep apnea problems with the?
Or is that some sort of code?
Or is it a code? I don't know what it's weird.
Because we don't know what the
It's
code is if you're trying to communicate.
Should I not have brought it up? I don't know, but it was.
Patton. Maybe there's like a terrorist outside the door, and he's trying to communicate in Morse code to us. You ever think about that? Like, do you read Morse code? Wait, he's blinking again.
Wait a minute. Maybe is there? Hang on.
Is this a crime?
Hang on. This is gonna. Maybe I'm getting too a little born identity with this. But what if this is he's been doing the diner thing, and now they got tips that terrorists are infiltrating podcasts.
Oh my God, that's
and this is his way of like, oh come on. I'll try to, joust with the comedians, and he'll draw someone out.
Is that what's going on?
Are you talking about me?
No,
Sorry, we lowered our voice, and I know it's hard to hear us, but yeah.
You gentlemen are not Taliban or anything like that. Oh, you don't have sympathies with that way of life, do you?
I mean, you can't judge another person until you've really lived in their shoes. You know?
No. You judge these people and you take them out. That's how we are trained.
I do really love a lot of the kebabs, though. I will say the lamb and stuff.
If I could move now, I'd throw you up against the wall and totally.
For kebabs?
Just for saying I like kebabs?
No, I understand that is universally loved, and I've had several thousand of them.
There must have been a special.
Yeah, there must have been a kebab special.
They do that, and that, by the way, when that kind of special is run, we are in what you call orange alert.
Oh,
never red, but orange.
So when you see a kebab on the special, that's when you get extra vigilant.
And then do you see who's ordering those kebabs and kind of inspect them first, or are you just on constant?
Yeah. Oh, I'll be eating. I'll be eating, but whenever I look up, I will look around and see if anyone is looking suspicious or if there's any kind of...
You just said whenever you look up. How often would that be?
Not very often anymore.
Yeah, because that would seem to kind of...
Your eyelids seem very heavy. I originally thought was Morse code is actually
I don't feel well.
Well,
you know what I mean? I just don't feel well.
But it would just seem to cancel it defeats the purpose of you being in a diner as a diner marshal if you're barely looking up from your plate of food anymore.
I definitely am sort of at the end of my career, I think. You know what I mean?
And how old are you?
I'm 31.
Yeah, that seems...
I also noticed that you both of your, I didn't want to mention this, but both of your legs have been cut off at the knee.
Well, that's diabetes for you.
Yeah. At what stage did that happen?
That happened about 719 pounds.
Oh, your wife had just left you.
She had left me a while.
Still fresh.
Yeah.
It was 29 pounds ago.
Right, and I gained that per week.
Yeah, so a week later, all of a sudden, your legs are cut off. And
they were cut off.
Did you wish that you had the moral support of your wife at that moment?
I wish I had any support.
Well... It's a little diner marshal humor.
You're doing well on this show.
Yeah, you know what? This might be good for me.
Well, take
Let me give you my real name.
No,
It's Derrick.
oh God.
Wait, was the Bob one?
Yeah, that
was
one
your-
I just came
It's like
up
when a
with.
stripper
Yeah.
gives you their real name,
Yes.
their quote unquote real name.
That was quick thinking. He
I'm
added a
starting to
layer of
loosen
fun.
up right now. Can I promote anything on
Yeah,
this?
please do.
Wait a minute, what do you have to promote?
We usually
Well, I
save
have
them till
one-
the end of the show,
really?
but go ahead right now.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
was just going to
fascinated by
say
it.
I have one YouTube video where I am petting a little turtle, and I just want everybody to try to Google 900-pound man petting turtle, and you will see me.
Is that the one I think I've seen? A 900-pound man squashes turtle.
Well, come on, don't ruin it for everybody.
All right,
My real name is just Derrick. Derrick exclamation point.
Derek Patton. Why don't we take a little break because
Yeah.
this interview with Patton got wildly off track. We are sort of in the middle of career retrospective of Patton Oswalt. I mean, we can go back to that if you want.
You know, as I do have some stuff I really wanted to say, but I'm actually weirdly fascinated with our guest now. Do you mind if I ask some more questions?
No, be my guest. I mean,
well,
we have an open door policy here at Earwolf, and just because we change studios doesn't
Yeah.
change that policy.
No, not at all.
We could have. We very well could have.
Tell the listeners who we're speaking to again. Just get them up to speed.
Yeah, well, for those of you listening on a podcast, of course you already know, but maybe you're listening to this on the radio, and this is Al Stevens is one of his names, or a.k.a. Bob, a.k.a. Derrick. He is a diner marshal.
Right. I
So-
protect our country from elements that are trying to destroy it in diners.
Yeah.
And you've been, and you're at UA now. How much?
918, between 918 and 950. It varies every couple of minutes.
What's
Well,
going
once
on in
you-
your body
Yeah,
that
Well,
you're
gentlemen.
metabolizing certain proteins?
Once you hit over 900 pounds, there's a certain kind of, I don't know if it's a rip, tear in the universe, something, where the weight, you
it
really...
just opens up a black hole or something?
It opens
or-
up some kind of thing where your weight can vary by 20, 30 pounds each minute, and it has to do with density and where the Earth is in relation to...
Is that why they don't make scales for things that big?
That's correct.
There's no point.
It's like
There's no point.
It's like I heard yesterday how Final Draft, the screenwriters.
What is that?
It's if you're a screenwriter and you're writing a script, it can't. If you do a script over 170 pages or something, it starts to it erases your whole script because no one is supposed to write something that long.
That's kind of presumptuous. I mean,
Yeah, I know. What if you
Showa
want-
was a 6-hour movie. Did you see Showa?
Poor Terrence.
Did you see Showa?
I have to watch Showa as part of...
It's part of what?
It's part of orientation, and it doesn't have to do with the subject matter, which is the French betraying
It's just
the
trying
Jews
to get
or
you
the
used to
Poles
sitting
betraying-
in one place for a long time.
Correct, terrific. You guys, boy, this industry, the comedy industry, is. I guess you guys have to know a little bit about everything, huh? Is that what
We
what
have
it
to be
is?
students of life, definitely.
it helps.
Students of life.
That's what Patton's. I mean, and
Do
getting
you
back.
fuck your teachers?
Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, you okay?
That,
You okay?
Please don't
Well, I'm
laugh.
not-
Or
Your face got purple there. You okay? All right.
I'm not supposed to show any emotion because
Yeah.
of the weight and the job.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Because he's got to be like really.
Patton, what did you want to ask?
Well,
this man?
it's been kind of bugging me a little bit. I'm gonna give you a date right
What's
now.
bugging you?
Well, May 1st, 2011. You're watching TV like we all were.
Yeah.
Obama comes out. Bin Laden's dead.
Yeah.
Now, how did you feel? Where were you? I remember I was at home. It was like, I think it was 6 or 7 o'clock here on the West Coast.
I
will
remember
never.
I was in the middle of what TV show were you in the middle of?
Actually, I wasn't watching, but I know that didn't it interrupt like the Celebrity Apprentice or something like that?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bummer time at my house.
I just got like someone text me like, go turn on the TV. Something big's going down.
Yeah.
So where were...
I will never, as long as I live.
Play again, not right into the microphone if you could.
Sorry.
A lot of people don't even like to hear gum chewing in
Yeah,
microphones.
yeah.
They certainly don't like to hear your intestinal difficulties. Please,
I won't-
again, you're doing it right in there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, and when you move it away from your mouth, don't move it down towards your stomach. That actually is...
Yeah.
It's even louder.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
I will never forget where I was the day that we finally took that animal out.
Talk.
and I don't remember where it was.
Wait, you just said
you would never forget.
Right. I mean, that's what I feel like, you know. I feel like I would never forget, but I have forgotten.
Oh.
It was diner.
You were at a diner.
And I'll tell you, after a while, no matter what kind of knickknacks they have up, and it's usually like a lot of neon, like, and posters of
Bud
football.
Light signs.
Depending on the season, posters of, football, come and watch the game with us.
Basketball, I would imagine.
But
they all blend together. Is that
they
what you're
all
saying?
blend together, so I'll never forget where I was, but I don't remember.
Wow.
But it did change things.
Yeah.
I would
How did the
imagine,
job
yeah.
change?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, what it did is that we relaxed a little bit. I was able to eat a little more carefree. You know what I mean? Like, I used to eat there. No, when you're eating with vigilance, it's never that enjoyable.
Sir.
Wow.
It's never that enjoyable. But once that animal, I won't even say who his name.
Right.
Do you remember his name?
No.
Osama bin Laden.
I don't remember. When you take in as much sugar
Yeah.
and fat and just grease.
Has it affected your brain somehow?
Of course it has. The brain is an organ that needs, good
Proteins
healthy.
and,
Diners don't have a lot of fresh.
Vegetables, I would
No.
imagine.
No, they're
when was the
they're
last
always-
time you ate a vegetable?
Oh, God. I think the day we got bin Laden,
Oh, you celebrated by having a vegetable?
I said, give me something fresh. That I do remember.
You've earned it.
Yeah. And it tasted strange because it didn't have, like,
Breading and
breading.
There was no gravy or...
I love gravy now. I bathe, and this is probably an image that no one's going to enjoy, but I bathe in turkey gravy.
What? Does that help you to blend into the diner, do you think?
I think so.
Is it like when hunters cover themselves in deer urine?
Oh, that's a terrific, again, comedians who know, it's terrific.
Well,
But
it's a
yes,
little
I
lower
cover...
fat than beef gravy, too.
What's that?
A little lower fat than beef gravy.
Yes, I'm always watching calories.
Yep. Watching them go up, up, up.
That is correct. And now I've had other people leave me. Now my daughter is threatening to leave me if I pass 1,500. She's given me 1,500.
Oh, so another 500 pounds.
Did
then,
she
though.
make a chart for you? Do you have
I
a
have
chart too?
another chart. A pie chart, did you say?
No, I
because
said
I love
another
pie.
well,
Pie is something.
that you get whipped cream on?
I love pie.
Now, how did you... Scott was wondering about your career before you were assigned to be a diner marshal.
What did you? How did you? Were you a government agent before
what
that?
made your
or-
superiors go, this is the guy? Like, this is the guy for this assignment?
Right. Well, I think they knew I was because I was a guy who was always talking about food, because I love food.
Sure, yeah.
And now I don't love it that much anymore.
Really? It's
Well, I
taken
love
the love of-
I love the taste of it for the first, I would say, at this point, the first 5 seconds or so.
Sure.
And then I don't feel well.
And then it's just like
But it sounds like it seems like you finish everything you start eating, even if you start...
I have to because, like I said, the terrorists, these bastards were trying to take us down.
If you don't eat everything,
they're trying to turn us into these people who don't have freedom, and I love that word freedom. We keep talking about that word at the office.
at the office. Yeah, I was going to say we hadn't mentioned it yet.
Yeah, it's a catchphrase for freedom.
Freedom is a catchphrase?
It's or a catch as catch can. You mean for
catch of the day? I love catch of the day. By the way, I kind of led you into that, but
it's a little free association game.
Yeah.
So I was in an elite unit, Navy. We were Navy SEAL. I was part of a Navy SEAL unit when I was very thin.
Yeah,
I was
you
about
were
110 pounds.
You were a Navy SEAL.
Wait,
I
110-pound Navy SEAL.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
he's not very tall, so
No.
that was probably a lot of lean muscle.
Yeah,
It was. I was a cat. I was a lynx. I don't know what kind of names you want to use for it. So it's your podcast. But I was so tightly. I was a specimen. I could have been any. I could have been in any sport but the four majors. I could have been in any sport but the four majors.
Other than what are the four majors? We got football,
I have
baseball,
no
basketball.
idea. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I say these things, but then they leave me.
You seem to generalize a lot for someone who's like an agent that should be very specific about. Not that
you don't seem like a detail-oriented person.
And you would
No,
think,
I used to file reports.
Oh, you don't anymore.
I can't write anymore with the diabetes
What were your reports like before? Were they more like restaurant reviews or?
Well, I did that on the side. I started contributing to Zagat's. Zagat's has a little bit of a diner guide, and I started contributing, to that, and that was something that kept me, interested in life. But I can't write anymore because of the size of my arm. Look, let me just put one of these arms on the table.
Oh my God,
your fingers too
God,
are
dude.
Like, a lot of fat people have fingers like sausages. Yours are more like.
Can I just say that the fat of your palm,
touch it, feel it. It's cold.
No.
It's cold.
But it's like the fat is making your fingers jut out in like random directions. They don't even lay flat. They're all
they're askew.
And you ask me how come I'm not with women anymore. They look at this,
Jesus,
and they say the only thing this is good for is to put a gun in and jab at mashed potatoes.
No, but how do you pull a trigger on a gun with that hand? Your index finger is splayed in such a weird direction. It looks like a surgical glove that someone has blown up. I'm just saying that's exactly what your hand looks like.
It looks like that Howie Mandel.
It does.
It's so funny.
Do you like Howie Mandel?
When he would do
My
that
daughter
to me?
told me that he's OCD, so I don't care for those people.
Oh, okay, I understand.
I just
Are they
don't
next?
like what.
Are they next?
I'm not at liberty to discuss anything that's on the table.
Oh, except for your
my hand,
arm,
which is terrific again.
Well,
There has to be women out there for you. There have to be women who hate themselves, women who are trying to prove something to daddy, women who are trying to hurt themselves and don't want to live.
Not to be judgmental, but you must see it.
It's not a great group.
Suicide girls? I don't know.
You must meet a lot of desperate waitresses on graveyard shifts. I mean, they're just like, oh, what the hell?
At this point, I'm meeting a lot of desperate waitresses in graveyards.
Okay,
that's
But no, yes, there are people. No, but the hate. What you're talking about, people hating themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe they will sleep with me. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
like,
yeah, I
mean, like everyone
that
takes
hate.
offense, but
that hate has to be so intense. You know what I mean? Like, people hate themselves. I think everybody hates. That's my opinion. I mean, I think everybody hates themselves, whether or not they're seeing a shrink. You know what I mean?
You have a very pessimistic view of life.
Our enemy, I've decided, is within.
Within
the public, ourselves,
ourselves,
or man's very nature. You mean?
Oh, very well put. Somebody's been peeking at some sort of book. But yes, we are just.
I peek at them every once in a while.
I can't open them with these hands.
Yeah,
I
can
can
imagine. What about audiobooks?
Yeah, could you?
Oh, I never thought of that.
You put a book on tape, or although I can't see your other ear, but it looks like your left ear might be kind of sealed shut.
It's sealed shut.
Yeah,
it's sealed. I'll remember when that sealed. It was a chocolate pudding with nuts in it, and I may be allergic to pine nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's a lot like when you get a pierced ear and it seals shut. Your entire ear just seems to have like collapsed.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, you don't do that, right?
No,
that's not the government. Government people don't do that. That's for people like George Michael and pirates and stuff.
Boy, that guy. Anyway,
let's not get you started on him.
Please, God.
No, that was with fellatio, and we used to joke about it when I could joke about things.
But when you say you think that
it's with on nature, I believe, is to just. This is what I think about people in this country. Is on nature is just to go into diners and eat like animals, and that is what. It's hurting our nation. We're no longer, we no longer want to, do things and that kind of thing. Something like that.
Okay.
That's my theory.
It sounds like your life story and not necessarily...
Do you think I'm projecting?
Well...
To be honest with me, because my daughter says when I throw this theory to her that we're just eating like animals as a country and we're losing our will to live and we can't read anymore because of the size of our hands and stuff, and that a lot of people are just jabbing at mashed potatoes with guns. She says that's me, and I denied, and I'm saying no, that's.
I don't think that I would not only would I say not the bulk of America, I would say no one in America is jabbing at mashed potatoes with guns. I'm just going to go
just pick that one thing.
Yeah,
I would say no one is
we can
doing
go
that.
backwards from that. I just don't think that's happening.
Hey, by the way, Pat, would you like to do my daughter's on a paintball team? Are you interested in being in a paintball squad? It's co-ed and there's no sex. It's just a plain
Co-educational?
Yeah, I don't know why there would be sex, period, but
well, paintball's randy, I guess.
Yeah, after a lot of those games, man, people just can't help it. They just kind of
the adrenaline.
Yeah, it's the adrenaline and just.
Are they based in L.A.? Where's she based?
I don't know.
Well,
you don't even know where your daughter lives.
Not anymore. She tells me, and
I thought that. Wait, I thought that she was leaving you at 1,500 pounds.
Well,
that's what she says.
He's got about 600 pounds till he gets there, so just let him. Maybe he can keep it.
Why do you ask Patton and not me? This is a weird question. Like,
because of Ratatouille, I guess.
Why would that?
Because the and I'm not saying you wouldn't be great, whatever your name is, but it just needs some kind of shine. You know what I mean? We tried to get Jeffrey Rush, who was in Shine. It needs some
little razzle dazzle.
You're trying to
who was in
power.
that? Yes, some star power.
I get it. Okay.
We
Scott,
tried
I'm
to
the
get
host of this show. I have a very popular podcast.
Yeah, he could bring in a lot.
I'm on TV occasionally.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess.
I mean, everyone is on TV occasionally.
Scott,
no one is on 24 hours
Scott,
a day.
You're really putting him on the spot. I
wanted to join this paintball scene.
This is uncomfortable now.
I mean, your daughter sounds
really embarrassing for him.
Are you interested in paintball, Pat? And Scott, maybe if Patton
would
declines,
depend on where if Patton declines. Well, that was a little.
Come on, decline, man. I want.
We learned very early on in the agency to just shoot straight. I cannot shoot straight anymore because of the size of my.
Hey, speaking of your Navy SEAL days, I know that guys that are in the Navy SEALs, they form some pretty strong bonds with each other, and they have reunions. So,
are any of your friends concerned about you?
Do you go to Navy SEAL reunions, see the old squad, see the old?
Well, the thing about being a Navy SEAL is that you always have to wear that wetsuit when you and
even in reunions.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and I just no, they are concerned. A lot of them have written me off, and there is a game they play now, which revolves around my weight. They're very brutal. These people, I love them, and we went through, and there's a bond that will never ever be broken unless it is or whatever. But these people just now they make fun of me in that Navy SEAL way, which is just brutal. The Navy SEALs, once you're on their bad side,
wits with them.
Well, that's stretching it, but they are acerbic, and they know your weaknesses. And
so
right
they just
now,
dig in there.
They know my weakness right now is just being horrifically overweight.
It seems like
and
anyone who looks at you would.
Yeah, it's not like they don't need to suss
it's
that
like
out.
Overeaters Anonymous. I don't think they're really that anonymous.
I don't know what you're talking about. That last
nice one, Scott. That's
from
coming
the act.
along, man. I like that. Yeah.
And do you want to be in a paintball league?
Okay, finally,
See?
you're asking
There you
me.
go.
This is what I'm saying.
I like how you're talking now.
Finally, I go to the act one time, and
no, you pointed out to me that anybody could see what they are seeing, and it makes me feel a little better. So I'd like to formally invite you into a paintball
That's
league.
what therapy's all about. It's just like once you talk about your problems, it makes them feel manageable.
Look how excited he sounds now. He's not like struggling for air anymore. Like
let's both of us. We should join this paintball league.
Well,
come on. Well, I'll
thank you for trying to get me back into the mix of life, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Hey, you know
I
what?
prefer banquettes. Just leaning.
Well, listen.
You could maybe be a sniper in a paintball league. Like, I know you can't, run around. You don't have legs anymore. But we could put you up in a tree, and you could just, pick off people one by one.
Listen.
Maybe that's not such a good idea the more I talk about it.
I know. Scott and I have been having a little bit of fun at your expense, and you, quite frankly, have been kind of tearing yourself down a little bit.
Yeah.
But there has to be one point during your time as a diner marshal, there was a moment where you're like, I'm doing really good. Like, was there a moment where you're like, this is worth it? Like, I just did... It's worth it.
I would say yes. That day that you're talking about, I think, is in every diner marshal's career. Where you're like, oh my God, this pork chop is cooked perfectly. I mean, there was a pork chop. It was in Illinois. the breadbasket of the country. I believe that's what they call it.
Okay.
Or everybody's got broad shoulders, some crap like that. Anyway, they gave us pork chops. And
They gave them to you.
well, I have to. By the way, I have a card.
How do you pay for all of this? It's on the government, or
yes. Thank God, because I would be in the shit.
did they ever start noticing their bills going up and up and up according to your weight?
They're telling me I've got to stop getting 7 or 8 sides. So
they're just concerned about the size.
they're concerned about the sides because every place makes money on sides.
Well, that's exactly that.
They give you, it's only $8.95 for this.
But the upsell.
That's a terrific word.
Because they're you go in and get the special, but then they upsell you to something for like $4 more. It's like you should have just ordered off the menu.
These diner waitresses who look harmless and broken down, and kind of sad, and people who might take their lives, they're very tricky when it comes to that upsell.
Yeah.
Because their technique is, "Would you like this?" And I go to them, "Yes."
And then before you know it, then they're bringing it out. And
then they're bringing it out, and you realize you've ordered it, and the whole thing is eat it.
Yeah, you got to eat it. Well, that wasn't it.
Patton, you wanted to say, please cover up the noise of this somehow. You want to ask a question, or
look for my new album on. If you need to do some stuff, I'll just talk over you just to promote my album. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So my new album drops on September 20th. You can get it on Amazon and.
What about iTunes?
iTunes, yes, you can get it on iTunes, and of course my special.
Amazon's a little cheaper though if you buy the MP3s. I would imagine.
Yes.
How much? What's the ratio of the money you get on iTunes versus Amazon?
I would definitely say it's like $7 or $8 less. I would think
on Amazon. You think?
Yeah,
iTunes
definitely.
charges so much.
But I think the iTunes one, this one will have like a digital booklet with some extra stuff that they might like.
It's the upsell.
It is the upsell.
You're just like those waitresses that we were talking about.
And then definitely look for the special on Monday, September 5th at 10 o'clock on Showtime.
I'm back.
We're here with Patton Oswalt, where our career retrospective got wildly off track. I guess we'll just kind of abandon it and pick it up next time you're here.
Was that me who did that?
Well, you did kind of interrupt, but then it sort of went down, I thought, an interesting
I guess it was interesting. Sometimes this show gets off track like this, where someone, who ostensibly interesting will walk in and we'll talk to them for a while, but I can never judge whether it's interesting or even comedic.
Yeah, but you know what? You're very non-judgmental about it, and I like that.
That's true. I just put it out there. Warts and all.
What happens?
I think it was interesting.
Well, it's your life story. Everyone is interested in their own life story.
Are they?
Well,
my father wasn't.
Really interested in his life story or yours?
Was your dad excited that you became a Navy SEAL and went into the government, or who was your dad?
Steve Stevens, and
of course,
he was just he didn't aspire to be anything like I finally became. He was so happy. He was just a guy who was a roofer, and I'm not talking about guys who build roofs. He just perched on them, and he watched the neighborhood. And back then it was called roof.
Different definition than
was
we're
he
used to.
Paid for this, or was it?
No, that's why we were so poor. My mother, God rest her soul, she was killed in a hail. Just hail.
A lot of hail?
Hail.
Because you guys were on top of the roof.
Hailstorm?
Hailstorm.
So you guys would go from roof to roof.
He would go.
Yeah, it sounds like
he would drag the family.
Yeah.
He would perch on
He
roofs.
would just go up on the roof of your house.
You guys didn't have a permanent address, it sounds like to me. You would just go on top of someone else's roof.
Right. We were like army brats, except we were not in the army.
Yeah.
And we would just go house to house.
It's because everyone needs shelter. That's food and shelter. And it seems like when you're on top of a roof, you get none of the shelter.
No, we all were given ponchos by my father at an early age, and we were covered, so we had.
It sounds like it didn't help your mother.
No, she was killed by hail.
Well, how was she? How did your dad protect you guys from the hail? Were you all out on the same roof, or?
Yeah, well, my mother didn't have the ability to defend herself, but because she'd be cooking on the roof. She had to go through the regular, she'd be cooking on the roof and
cooking, cleaning, all the stuff a housewife normally does.
Yeah.
Correct.
Homemaker.
Tidying up.
Homemaker. I guess it's an instinct, especially back then. It's just an instinct. Like
The
seals
females have.
Yeah.
Dolphins have an instinct to play with the ball in the nose, and women back then had an instinct.
Not
Let me
that that's
cook.
an instinct, but all right.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
That's what came to my mind.
Not to psychoanalyze you, but it is sort of interesting that you went into the government and then the anti-terrorism, where you're vigilant and you watch over America through our diners, and your dad watched over the neighborhood from a roof. I don't know if you ever thought about that,
It's almost like you're following in his footsteps,
but without really moving.
Yeah.
Wow, that's an
in
insight.
silent homage.
All of a sudden, I'm Buster Keaton.
Okay.
No, I never connected that, but I think you might have something.
Do you want to?
there.
If you could say anything to your father right now,
Get off the damn roof. That's what I would say. Why can't we live in a home?
Now that you've made these connections,
Yeah,
like maybe you're re-examining. your life.
Okay, instead of saying get off the damn roof and why didn't you put us in a home like normal people, I would say thank you for my life.
See,
That's, okay. That's
like a
nice.
lot of fathers don't do that. They don't conceive children. You know what I mean? Like he went the extra.
Hold it. A lot of fathers don't conceive children. Well, how are they a father then?
Dude, I haven't worked this theory
Sometimes
out.
they adopt.
You're like me.
Sometimes they kidnap a kid and raise
That's
it.
true, yeah.
Yeah, I love the kidnapping movies where someone is taken and then it's tense.
like that
but
movie Taken.
Oh yes, that was the perfect example where someone is taken, yet all the characters
Detective season 2 coming out soon. Go ahead.
and all the characters are pretty and good looking, and there's tension and music, and
I like
everybody's
it on TV.
good looking.
Yeah, I like it on TV where people are like scientists and cops, and they've done their hair for an hour.
Oh,
before
yeah.
their
I
shift.
love that, by the way, and that's what keeps me coming back to these shows is how good looking everybody is, no matter how thin the plot is,
and how thin the people are.
More lawyers and scientists should do like Barry's boot camp classes, I think. And
Yeah.
a little less time with the books, a little less time researching these cases.
Well, what was the boot camp thing?
Barry's boot camp.
What
What
is
is
that?
Barry's boot camp?
Barry's boot. Well, it's a place that it's this really intense workout. You do half an hour cardio, and then you get
Do
to
you
the
do it?
floor. Look at me, no, but I
You
know
look great today.
Yeah, you're
well by
you're
comparison.
about 600 less than
Yeah,
him.
that's
Is that
true.
around?
If he's known.
I'm doing the math in my head. No, it's not.
That's less
I'm
than
sorry, 700.
Good
I don't mean to
Lord.
insult you.
No, that's. But who knows if I don't do something. Hey, no, you love these kidnapping movies. Let me give you a scenario. One of the Taliban. You get a call from your daughter. The Taliban is holding me.
Hostage.
You got to use your skills. What do you do?
They're holding me hostage in a diner. They're at Mel's Diner over here on
I would make
Sunset.
I have I would make one phone call, and wherever my daughter is, which I don't know, but I believe cell phones, you could track that information. There's a grid.
You can call them and they'll tell
Yeah.
you where they are. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But I would make one phone call, and a seal would be boom right there.
Wait,
and
but not
kill.
you?
Yeah, this doesn't
Not
sound
me,
like.
not anymore.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
I would be there in spirit, so to speak.
Yeah, this scenario seems to involve you sitting down and making phone calls.
Yes, that's what even now, if
Wouldn't
there
make
was
an exciting movie or TV
Yeah,
series. I have
you
to
on a
say.
phone.
well,
calling, I need to speak.
wasn't there a movie about a phone where a guy, if he put down the receiver, what was that called? Phone booth?
Right.
And Kiefer Sutherland would.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
I love him.
This is pre Jack Bauer. He would shoot you if you didn't stay on the phone
Yeah.
the whole time. Doesn't make
What
a
do
lot of
I
sense.
feel like people are like that these days. I see so many people on their goddamn phones. I feel like, is Sutherland threatening these people?
What could you?
it's a great bit.
Speaking of Sutherland, like, what could you accomplish? Like, if you got 24 hours. Al Stevens, what are you going to do?
Yeah. What if you were thin again? What if you were back down?
What
to
if
your-
I were thin again?
and you had 24
Ooh.
hours to do whatever you wanted? What would you do?
Well, I guess I would. What I used to do when I was thin is that I would go into the park and I would feed whatever animals were in the park. I would connect with nature. That would be, thing one,
Yeah.
and then I would make love to several women, because being a SEAL, Navy SEAL, when you're fit,
Well,
that's part of the lifestyle. Is you make amore to people who are fascinated with, one, your power, two, the fact that you could kill at any second, women attracted to danger, etc. So I'd make amore, and then I'd have lunch and a diner.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, but your 24 hours of being thin involves you going to a diner and having food?
Yes, I guess I never really mentioned it, but I've always loved diners. I don't like.
But you
them
say
anymore.
you don't like them anymore.
Yeah,
so
not anymore.
why would in your
so
perfect
why would your
24
fantasy
hours?
involve going into a diner and eating?
Oh.
You don't have to.
God,
you don't have
this
this
It seems like you've been permanently infected with these habits.
Did you see the movie? Speaking of that, there's a movie coming out called Contagion.
I've seen
That looks so good because
When's the last time
everybody
you saw a
looks
movie?
good. Everybody looks good.
When's the
again.
last time you saw a movie? Have you?
I saw what was that movie where the guy cannot hang up the phone?
Phone booth.
Yes,
That's why it's on your mind.
Yes,
Wow.
that was the last.
You really like that movie.
It's a great movie.
Now, did you like that movie because it's a great movie, or because that was the last one you were able to go see? With it?
It was the last. I think both. You know
Great
what I mean?
memories.
Wow. Yeah.
Because you don't fit into a movie theater chairs. They make them small these days.
Yeah.
If I went to a movie now, I would have to have them, just put me on the floor.
Well, they do those movie theaters now where you can lift up the armrests.
Yeah, you go to the
can take several
ArcLight and
seats.
buy 5 seats and sit and watch
You
something.
can?
Yes, you can. You can lift the armrests up and get the whole.
Just take the whole. Just
you
get
got to pay
comfortable.
for the seats, I'm sure.
But I always hurt, people in front of me are gonna feel the flesh. You know what I mean? Like,
It's just uncomfortable to sit around a fat person.
just sit
too.
around it. Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
just-
No, I'm glad you were straight shooting there.
It makes you kind of like, it's like, I mean, why do people have to be that fat, and just like bums you out to see that? You know what I mean? So I appreciate that about you.
Yeah.
God, it just hit me. I was in New York all last month. I was staying on the Lower East Side, and there was a diner near my
one?
hotel.
LES, Artis.
I forgot, what is that?
I forget all the time.
What is that diner's name? It was right near Essex. I think it was the
it's probably pretty cool.
I think it was Shopson's Market Cafe, and it was kind of like a little open air diner in it. But the one day that I was in there, the air conditioning in the marketplace, the Essex Street Market, broke, and I'm just
When air conditioning breaks for me, it's life-threatening. I need cool air.
Thank God you wandered into this studio and not the our old Earwolf studios.
Oh, boy.
Is that right?
Yeah. That was,
If I don't have like cool air, when you're this size, you have to be cooled constantly.
yeah.
right.
So I would have been able to.
Yeah.
How
So
do you, when you're traveling to the diners, how do you get there? It's obvious you're not driving anymore, obviously.
No,
but
no.
what's your transpo like? Transportation.
Transpo is the proper government
In there, yeah.
term. I am airlifted to all the diners.
That seems like
Yeah, that would
It's like an
really.
Amer-
a
it's like-
really big expense. I'm
And-
not sure if the
and
government
would-
should be worrying
if
about
they're
your
worth it.
sides.
It's worth it.
Well, it's worth it, except that if I'm a terrorist and I'm plotting something in a diner and I see a man airlifted
You're
into a
right.
booth who then places a gun in front of him.
You're right. It's
I'm-
not that subtle anymore.
Yeah, it really
I
isn't.
am not that much of a
And I'm a
well-kept secret. It's
And
everybody.
you're going on podcasts
Yeah,
talking about
I don't know, and giving your real name and
Well, this is just exciting.
a little
This
brush
isn't-
with show business.
well, yeah.
This isn't, about revealing information, even though I have. It's about, starting to reconnect with a little thing called life. But I do get airlifted in to diners, and they have to cut holes in roofs, etc. And they
That must, considering your father's occupation, that must really tear you
yeah.
up inside.
Is that a little?
I never made that connection that I'm ruining roofs all over this nation.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's why he stayed at this job so long. Like it's this get back at his dad.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting psychological profile. you have.
I'm
Christ.
sorry, I didn't mean to take it so dark, but
Jesus Christ, what am I doing?
We'd
I'm trying to get back at my dad by ruining roofs.
put the gun down.
Yeah,
please.
Oh,
Just
I'm
leave
sorry.
it
I
there
thought
on the table.
I thought I saw mashed potatoes.
No, what you saw are hurt feelings and
Yeah.
difficult feelings to process. And feelings that maybe you don't normally confront.
Scott, this is a comedy podcast.
I know, but here's a man in pain. I want to help him. both physical pain, but I think more importantly, emotional pain, which is leading to your physical situation.
Okay,
here.
I just suppressed it.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, nice. Okay.
No, I mean, you have to do that if you're
Yeah.
going to eat constantly.
Oh,
if you don't suppress your pain, then you become aware. And then that's not a good thing when you're 900, between 18 and 50 every
Would that be
minute.
your message to America now, like post this, the default post, all the trouble we're going to just be less aware, like suppress more?
I think so. From what because I read the paper constantly while eating, and this debt and the fact that we have no more jobs in this country, I think the only way to combat it is really not to get active, but inactive and become unaware, and then maybe you'll gently go into the grave. I mean, that's what I would say to everybody.
Wow.
And I know that's not as...
You mentioned there aren't any jobs, but it seems like, Obama seems to be spending a lot of money on, these government programs that apparently are keeping you in this position.
Well, I have a government job, and there's only 3 of us. I mean, if I die, which could happen anytime, that's one job. And how many people are in this country?
I'm just saying, Pat, and you see what I'm saying. Like,
No, I know what you're saying. But
you're on board, I'm sure. I mean,
kidding? Yeah, please.
That's also
we need
a
to help
Navy
less
SEAL
people.
term.
Which is
On board.
On board.
it's a great.
That
it
is-
seems like it's a
yeah.
term for anyone
Really?
writing.
No,
on a
I'm
boat.
pretty sure that's where that expression came from, Scott. The Navy SEALs.
Are you on board? I thought it was, a special...
That's when the Navy SEALs are checking to see whether someone is on the ship.
That's exactly correct. And it caught on.
What was your favorite exercise when you were a Navy SEAL?
Touchy toes.
Yeah. You're not able to do it anymore.
I am not.
Do you miss those
I don't have
days?
toes.
Yeah.
My legs will cut off below the shin.
You probably,
Well-
if you had kept your legs, you could touch them all you wanted.
I have hologram toes. They shoot. There's a hologram that is now.
That's another expense that Obama is
Yeah,
paying
that's
for. That
really
I just.
a lot
Well,
of.
yeah.
How much did they cut out of the education budget to give you hologram toes?
Well, it was 2 schools in Milwaukee had a.
I'm saying cut the education budget and his budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, jeez. All right, guys. Well, I think any final word? Yeah, I mean, we got to wrap it up here. Anything else that you want to say to the fine folks
What's
out
your
there?
last message to America? I mean, what's your final thought for the listeners? A lot of young people listen to this show, and they're facing an uncertain future, and
Yep.
you're on the front lines of keeping America safe. What do they need to hear?
Well, I would say this to all kids of this nation is go and get in your car if you have a car, and that's the place to cry. Just cry, because that's what I.
Because you don't want
used
to do it
that
in-
when I could fit in a car.
Well, you used
I
to.
put on
I'm sure when your
Astral
father
Weeks.
was up on the roof, you can't. There's no crying on roofs.
There's no crying on roofs,
You know what I
because the tears go into the gutters. Well, actually, that wouldn't be bad, but
That's true.
that's what
Seems like a
gutters.
convenient
Yeah,
place
I
for
didn't
them.
realize that, but he told us don't cry at the roof because you're going to ruin the roof tile, blah blah blah. But I would say go in your car, cry to Astral Weeks, the Van Morrison album.
Yeah.
That's
That
what I used to
specific
do.
album?
Yeah, cry like a baby. That's what I would tell the kids.
Yeah.
The amazing Eddie Pepitone, who I think is
I love that guy. He's
one
amazing.
of the funniest guys going, and I don't understand why he's not in everything all the time.
Well, he got a late start. You know
He
what I
did
mean?
get a very late start. He really basically I think who's someone at CAA was like his. Hang on, I want to phrase this right. His bookable years are over. So they said that. That was interesting that they said that. But then
Al, you like that, huh?
yeah, Al, that was good.
I love when someone can
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, you're a fan of that kind of acerbic, just put downs. Growing up in
Yeah.
the Navy SEALs.
have taught me that.
But
lifestyle.
that same agent goes, he said, but he gets to be cool and obscure. So that that's a thing. Like, you and I are never going to experience that.
We're too popular.
We're just going to get hired and stuff.
Yeah.
and that's it. We go in, we do our job. But people like
I would love a career
Eddie
like that.
Pepitone
where-
has the kind of thing where people have to like literally search out layers
Like,
upon layers.
one person
just
out of
to
1,000 even
Yes,
knows who I
exactly.
am.
Yeah, I know. That's
and that includes my friends.
no, that's exactly yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'll never know that.
Never experienced
I'll
that.
never know that.
We caught too many lucky breaks
It
too
sucks.
early.
I know. You know what?
We worked too hard.
Don't get successful early. because you and I, we didn't have a youth.
No,
this guy had.
All he had was money, fame.
I know, it was ridiculous. I had to what was I doing in my 20s? Like buying houses,
making Writers Guild minimum.
Terrible memories to look back on. This guy, he was working real jobs.
Yeah, starving.
And, think of the
starving and eating at the same time. Like imagine that.
Think of
starving and overeating.
Starving, horrible. And also just think of all the bus rides Eddie Pepitone has to look back on and remember those wonderful bus rides. And you and I are just sealed up in our cars listening to.
Yeah, a 10-minute drive for us is like an hour and a half bus ride.
I know, but and
you have a copy of Astral Weeks anywhere?
Scott, tell me one memorable 10-minute drive you took to a callback audition in this town when you're in your 20s. I can't remember a single one.
I can't remember. No. All I remember are the callbacks and booking the jobs.
But Eddie Pepitone can tell you stories of a bus ride he took from Silver Lake to Culver City.
Not to a callback, certainly.
To do background work on Judge Mathis, and that is a great story.
They have to have the people listening to those cases. Otherwise, how do we get? How do we know if the case is ridiculous or not?
What do you and I have? Oh, I'm hanging out with Tim Allen.
Emmy nominations.
Oh, I know you blew your 20s going to the Emmys.
I had to buy a tuxedo.
I'd rather have what you guys have.
No, dude.
No, this is another guy we're talking about.
You don't want to. No, he's another guy.
This guy's pathetic.
He's like the envy of every comedian out there. I mean, every like Zach Galifianakis is just. I've seen him with his head in his hands at the Soho House. The members only
we all know. Yeah, we're all there.
He was up there the other day with Jack Black and David Lynch, just going, why can't I be Pepitone? Why can't and
the futility?
Yeah, I know. And they're just putting rare Cabernet Sauvignons right in front of them. Yeah, why can't I do pudding for 8 people?
Yeah. Well, that's great.
And by the way, Al, I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude. Did you want to? Are you going to be in any diners coming up that our listeners can maybe go talk to you about?
I'm going to be flown in. To a diner in Brea, Texas.
Okay.
Which is a town that's currently under construction. And it's an open air diner, which is nice for me.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's an open air diner. And so if you're in Brea, Texas, the town should be completed soon. And I'm going to be flown in there. I'll be there through the holidays.
Al or Bob or Derrick.
Just call me it.
All right. Is that your helicopter hovering outside?
Yes,
Do you need help up on the roof? Can we help you get up there? Or?
The roof.
Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
When I first started, I was able to reach for it, and now I got to have it right there.
But I
eat with the gun, actually.
What?
Wait, like as a utensil?
You use it
Kinda. I pick things up. You could jab at mashed potatoes and it sticks on the end of the gun.
That would just seem. I'm sorry. That seems very dangerous.
It is.
You're literally
very
putting
dangerous.
a gun in your mouth 30 times in a row to have mashed potatoes.
I can't reach for anything.